This Hellmode run granted me rank 34 last season for the seasonal Hellmode leaderboard, and that allowed me to get 184 red crystals as a reward, and I must say that feels pretty damn good. So this is the full run minus the early parts of the run to make this video a little bit shorter, you know, and you will see how I play this out. This is my current personal best. Last time we did roughly 460 billion damage, so basically I improved that score by 200 billion damage for this video, and I feel like I might have made some small mistakes here and there and maybe wasted some abilities, especially towards the end, because again, it's my personal best. So every time you are going to a personal best score, you are kind of in that uncharted territory kind of, so you are not exactly sure like what kind of situations you can get away with without using abilities or what you can get away with, and that makes you possibly waste some abilities where you might not have needed them. But then again, you are already knowing you are doing a personal best run, your own record, so you really don't want to mess that up by accidentally dying with just some unused power-ups and buffs left, right? So that's always the issue when you are going higher than your previous high score, but that's always a good thing still. So I'm extremely satisfied with this run. The build layout is basically the same as in the 460 build damage video. The main difference is that I farmed 2 extra skill duration runes for both Dark Skeleton and Dark Necromancer. They both had 2 in the previous one, so now they both have 4 skill duration runes, which alone made a huge difference, I feel like, for me at least, because I'm able to get, well, when you get both of those buffs up and running for a little bit longer every time you cast them, you get so much more damage out from that, and that will allow you to clear so much more enemies than without those small extra skill duration runes in the build. But that's something, if you have good items, then you should get those runes. Items will take the higher priority, of course, in there as well. I also did remove one cooldown E from Alice, so that I could put a stun and slow item on her as an accessory. I'm not really sure which is more beneficial at this point. I will probably try to switch in the CDE again for Alice as well. But if you want to see the items, they are otherwise they are the same as in the 460 billion video. I will link that video down in the description over there. You will see all the items in that video. I go through them at the end of that video, so I will not show them again in here since there hasn't been any other changes in there. And while you are watching this video and possibly comparing it to your own Hellmode build, I would love to hear what is your current personal best with the Town Archer Hellmode build. Have you been able to improve your score lately? Have you been struggling? I would really love to hear, so make sure to leave a comment down below after watching this one. So I will show my treasures, skill tree, and the battle results of how much each unit did damage for this run at the end part of this video when this run is over. So if you want to see that, you can jump over there. But I want to talk a little about my scoreboard management. Like, I will start my run with this layout, so 5 points in both bonus point sections, but if you can't reach this high score, then you should not put that many points in those bonus points. So you could try something like 5 and 1, for example, and not 5 and 5, because it costs so much points to level both of those to +5 that if you can't reach a high enough score, you're essentially weaker because you can't benefit from those extra points you are earning throughout your run. So it's better for you to start with a lower amount if you can't reach a very high score, and every time you can get a higher and higher score, you can try put a little bit more points into those bonus sections. But so I start with that, and then with like the first 2 payouts of points, I will level my castle to level 150, and then the rest will go to Town Archers to give them a little bit more damage. And after that, I will save up so I can max out the fire resistance, so +50 to the fire resistance. And after that, I will just keep on pumping the Town Archer damage until like 900 to 1000 levels for the Town Archers. That's usually where I start focusing on the resistances as well. And at that point, I will start using stun resistance, slow resistance, and a little bit freeze resistance, while also leveling Town Archers as well. So I kind of try to divide my points amongst those at that point a little bit. I don't initially go very high on freeze resistance. I focus more on stun and slow and Town Archer levels. And once I get those to a decent level, like 30 or 40, then I will also start focusing on the freeze resistance, because I don't really, for myself, I don't really need the freeze resistance in early game, because I can just spam and kill everything quite fast. So as long as they are stunned and slowed, everything will be fine. But later on, I will definitely need freeze as well. So I will try to maybe aim at like score 100 to 120 billion should be the mark where I have 50 in both stun and slow resistance and 40 points in freeze resistance. And after that, I just keep on pumping everything for Town Archer damage. I still have to try if going also 50 points to freeze resistance is gonna be better for me, because for now I've been running 50, 50 and 40, but I could try 50 slow, 50 stun and 50 freeze resistance as well and see if that goes better. So that's the next thing I need to try. But that's basically how I manage my scoreboard if you are interested in that part. But for now I will let you enjoy the rest of this run. If you can spot my mistakes or my panic situations, feel free to leave a comment down below with the timestamp if you wish to. I would really love to see if you can spot those and also to learn from those, because I also try to learn to be better at this game mode every time I do a run, so that will also help me out as well. So thank you very much for that in advance. And like I said, after this one I will show my treasures, my skill tree and my battle results. And also I still recommend checking out the previous Hellmode video with this 460 billion damage if you want to see the items. I will link that down in the description. So I'm gonna disappear for now. Enjoy the rest of the run and see you next time as well.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I give you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas, oh you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
I don't need to tell you that it's over. And I know if I come any closer. I don't need to tell you that it's over. And I know if I come any closer, this is gonna be too much for us to bear.
I don't need to tell you that it's over. You can probably see it in the way I stare. And I know if I come any closer, this is gonna be too much for us to bear. I don't need to tell you that it's over. You can probably see it in the way I stare. And I know if I come any closer, this is gonna be too much for us to bear. I'm just calling to say it's gonna be too much for us to bear. I'm just calling to say
Can't wait to leave this town, cause lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh,